Yes, Tom, you ended up top 4, right? You had, yeah, correct. You had Euros losing to Marcelo, the fourth, right?
He played well.
Yeah, is there anything you want to say before you go to the list?
About the deck?
Yeah, or yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I feel kind of like it was quite boring, the deck. I practiced, yes. I tried lots of decks.
Yeah. Everything
lost to Zoo, so I played Zoo eventually.
Zoo.
I kind of felt like giving up. I wanted to try and find something that was better. I feel because going into an event playing pure Zoo, where like it's known to be the best deck, everyone's playing it. You don't really feel like you deserve to win. If you win, it's just. I mean, I still would have liked to do that.
Yeah.
I thought, you know, you try and make the deck as best you can, but realistically, you're not going to make it that much better than anyone else. That you'll beat them if they have Maxi and
yeah, the one-offs,
whatnot. So, but yeah, no, it was a good deck. I should say thanks to everyone who lent me cards. Swanee lent me the whole deck. So I turned up this weekend. I didn't have cards or a mat or a qualification spot.
Yeah, it's only the finals. Only the 2 people at finals.
So yeah. No, I hadn't qualified for the Euros.
Oh really?
Yeah, I played the last chance qualifier.
Oh, Friday.
Everyone would have found it very funny. No, I haven't played an event since Euros last year.
Oh, okay.
So I hadn't qualified. So I chance
Oh wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So it would have been quite funny to win from there, but apparently not.
All right.
So
let's see this.
So yeah, I played 2 of this because it's quite good.
Right.
It's kind of like sad that if you don't have something to follow it up that you can't use its effect turn 1. It always feels really bad. But I think it's probably correct. I played 3 of this one. I think again everyone playing Pure Zoo probably does that.
Pretty much the same.
I played 3 of this. Ram. I don't think this is standard. It's kind of my favourite one. So if you open with something that isn't this one, then you want it to be this one, because it's better to make Trident Ram instead, because I don't like getting Dark Hold and stuff. So that was why I played 3, and it's just generally the most, I mean it's not necessarily the most useful one, but I mean it's quite good and it's the one you want to open with. So, and then I played 2 of this, again like, I guess you could play 3, I think it's the worst out of all of them maybe. And I just sort of tested, and this was the amount of monsters I wanted to play, so that was why there was 2 of them. I don't have any other sort of reason. I dislike people playing 2 and 2 of things, you know.
Okay.
I play this one.
Of course.
3 of this. Yeah, I mean you kind of have to play it, but it's actually not as good as you would hope in the Zoom era, because if they can't play around it, then it's great. So in my top 8 match, you know, he summoned a monster, used its effect. You know, he just summoned a monster, used Brawl Boy, ogred it, and then that was fantastic. But like most of the time, if someone has a rat, they're not going to use the rat effect unless they have some way to answer it. And if they have rat, then you know, rat barrage doesn't do that much more than just a rat if you're playing pure Zoo. So if you have the ogre, you're kind of just -1 because you have to use it. Otherwise, it just gets worse. I mean, what it does do is trade with my body as a shield, which is the main thing you want it to do, so you can play the Dark Hole. And obviously, it's great against Diagram and stuff. 3 cherries. They're not cherries. Ash Blossom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I expect everyone would have been maining this. It's kind of fine. You can normally send it off Tenki. You know, hitting Tenki's fine. Keeping a barrage off for it. It's okay. I hit Bow Baboon a few times, which is always fun. I mean, I'd probably side it out against Pure Zoo. The only thing you really want to hit is Maxi.
Really?
Hitting Maxi feels good, right? 3 of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess 3 of this is fairly standard. It's actually surprisingly relevant, the 100 attack boost.
Yeah.
Because when you get, if you get debarriered, then...
Okay, I think you still need to... Let's do it quick.
Okay. We can do it again after if you prefer.
Yeah, I think it's okay because it's still the same list. It's Zoodiacs, so we can just finish it quickly.
Okay, 3 of this because you want to see it. I did actually play Desires into 2 Desires at one point during the weekend.
Really,
which was funny. But I think 3 is correct because it's a pot of greed, more or less.
Right.
And this, again, I think it's wrong not to run these because you have this that you really want to see.
Right.
and you have, you know, you really want to see Maxi and whatnot. So 3 of this. This is the best sort of like tech spell. Again, you want to see it every hand, so you can not fear Ghost Ogre or Dark Hole or whatever. This, because you need it going second in the mirror. Yeah. I think it's fairly standard.
Indeed.
I don't really see why you wouldn't. Because you always search a zoo whenever you summon a zoo, so you always have one in hand, so you can always afford to play Raigeki.
Right.
This is quite good defensively. Yeah, it's kind of good because it's offensive and defensive. That's why I played Econ.
Right.
So again, I kind of detest people running one copy of a spell card like this. I mean, this is a 1, so you know,
yeah, of course.
Run one of that, but running one of this, so I should say this is my 40th card.
Right.
So that's why there's only 1 copy of it. Okay. It's fine going first or second. Okay. I'm gonna have to go to.
Sorry.
I play these traps because they're good going second.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Aside.
All right, we can continue. Yeah.
Okay. Free Trident. I didn't think anyone sort of needs explaining why you run that in pure zoo. This. I think this is probably more important to have at 3 than this, but the late game, they're good. I don't really see why you wouldn't want 3 of each of these, because all your resources are in your extra deck, pretty much, so rather than the main deck, so you might as well just make it as big as possible.
Right.
I'm playing the 3 Desires, so I guess it's feasible to run out of main deck monsters, and I'm not running Zoodiac combo, so I'm not a big fan of Zoodiac combo. Every time, like, it's been very subpar for everyone I've played against over the weekend. Apart from, like, on occasion people have resolved it, but you so rarely get the opportunity to send it unless you. So the only real way you have to search a rat to summon it turn 2 and use its effect, which is, you know, it's okay, but you just have to wait a turn to draw it, and it doesn't come up enough that it's worth ever drawing it. Because if you draw it, it's rubbish. Right. And every time someone's played it against me, I've been like, that's fantastic. And you know, it can be used as a sort of battle trap to give one of your monsters extra attack points, but I mean, then you're playing a battle trap in the main deck. Okay, 2 of this, I think you need 2. Again, like, the deck plays with the extra deck, really. You need it to attack over things occasionally, like Masterpiece or Crystal Wing if it has lots of attack points. 1 and 1. I don't know if you actually need this, but again, I'm not playing the combo, so it's probably worth it. And then 1 and 1. Yeah. Yeah, they're fine. This comes up because there's no real, like, you can't actually play around every trap in the game that well with Zoo. If someone has a Mirror Force, it could be quite annoying. So if you want to be super careful, you can make this. I haven't really made this where it's been that clutch. I've only really made it to seal games, which I was already winning by quite a long way. I did make it once when I had Anti-Spell, and I was very sad because I made it turn 1 rather than this. And he had Cosmic Cyclone and Dark Hole, so I lost.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I didn't lose. I should have lost, but I didn't lose. Anyway, aside this, I'm not sure it was worth the space in the extra deck because I can't really see a situation. Well, there is a situation you'd make it going first. Is if your opponent lets you start, then you assume they're playing True Draco. But that didn't actually happen. No one let me start, sadly. And I side this and this and this for those nice games when you go first. Right. Yeah. And they're quite good. I guess if anyone saw my top 8 feature match, this was very effective. In the top 16 feature match, because he showed me his hand of 5 spells. Right. And again, like, you might as well side this in going first because it's quite good. Right. And again, like this in combination with Tornado Dragon is quite good. I'm not so sure about it against the Pure Zoo deck because the sort of trend is just to side in Forbidden Apocryphas or so. And if they have a trap, then they don't actually need to out it on that turn, unless you've opened with this, in which case they probably do want to out it because they don't want to settle their spells. But if they have a trap, like D-Barrier or Forbidden Apocrypha, then it's kind of so-so because they don't really care. They can just set it and then go. But obviously this does. Again, this does work. But against like Draco Zoo, it's quite good. Okay. And then I guess. 3 of this. This is quite good going. I basically put this in going second against everything. It's really clutch against Draco traps. Yeah, it's kind of like an outdoor masterpiece. Just stops them dropping masterpiece.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really like, so I had a game where it means you can let them resolve diagram kind of happily if you open this. So I had a game where I had this, and he activated the diagram, and then I could ash the bow baboon instead, and it left him with like no plays rather than having the. If I hadn't, I guess everyone knows this card's a good card. I did see someone played MST against me, which was quite funny because they said they couldn't get a hold of Cosmic Cyclones.
Yeah.
It's better against Zoo, I guess. 3 of this. Again, it's just for True Draco, obviously. It's nice to have the extra hand trap in there in case you come up against something weird or something a bit rogue going, so you can side it in if you're going second. Like, I don't know, if you come up against like a Synchro deck or a Mermails or something, it's quite good against Mermails. You can have it, and obviously it does quite good stuff against the True Draco deck too. And then, as I said, the 3 Apocrypha.
Yeah.
Because you just need it going second against Zoo. It won my top 32, maybe 32. Yeah, because I went second and I resolved it basically.
Right.
And I won. I was going to lose actually, but I won a game by 100 life points on time, which was quite funny with no cards left.
Right.
So that is everything.
Any last words, Tom? Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I guess just thanks to everyone who I tested with, played with, talked to about the deck, and memory cards. And yeah, shout out to United Ghosts, obviously I'm a member sort of UG.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm now definitely a member. They did quite well. Yeah, I look forward to playing with the Link stuff. Maybe going to some more tournaments next year than just Euros.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Okay, yeah. Tom, thanks for your time.
Yeah? I did play the last chance qualifier or not. That was quite funny.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was quite funny. Honestly, everyone else thought it was quite funny as well.
Okay, Tom, thanks for your time, and yeah, congrats with your top 4 here.